When you grow anything, or when you work on anything, you want it to be perfect, don't you? What a normal human thing. What a very typical human thing. In the gospel today, what an interesting parable when the crop grew and it wasn't perfect, and Jesus said, "It's fine. It's okay." I hope we're a little angry by that. I hope we're a little frustrated that there's weeds in the garden, that there's imperfections in what we're trying to do, because we should be trying to do good. We should be trying our best to do God's will to the best we can, which is always good. So why in the world does Jesus say in this parable that the weeds and the wheat grow together? I think I have an image that may really help us contemplate this and pray with this today. So we've, of course, all seen the wars on TV right now. They're in front of our eyes every day, distracting us, worrying us, making us feel very insignificant in the grand scheme of what the world is doing at this time. We're very powerless. We're very just in our own bubble here in the United States sometimes. But where the wars are taking place, specifically the war that's going on around Israel, let's take a flashback to 75 years ago when all of these wars really started. When the 7-Day War that's famous in Israel, when they took the Sinai Peninsula. The Sinai Peninsula was eventually given back to Egypt, as we may know, and they have their current land that they have. But if they wanted to take the Sinai Peninsula, they would have been very justified in their in the Zionist mentality, right? Claim all of the Holy Land for the Jews. Because, of course, on the peninsula of Sinai is where we truly believe Moses had his encounter with the Lord, where the Israelites were told that they are the rescued people from God, that this mountain is where the burning bush was, where God revealed his will for humanity to be these people, to be the light on top of the hill that would shine for everybody to know who God is. At the base of that mountain, since the Emperor Justinian, who founded the Hagia Sophia in Constantinople or Istanbul today, there sits a monastery. It's called St. Catherine's Monastery. And St. Catherine's Monastery, so since the year 500 essentially, has been a place of prayer at the base of this mountain. Hundreds of wars have been fought over that land. Hundreds of people have died. Millions of people have probably died. Crops have failed. Crops have grown. Crops have satisfied people. Crops have not satisfied people. This place, the St. Catherine's Monastery, I think is a bit of what Christ is talking about in this gospel today. Amidst all of this war, amidst all of this just trial for humanity, there still sits people praying every day. The monastery is not necessarily Catholic, but it's a Coptic Orthodox monastery. And the Coptics are an Egyptian church, much older than many other churches in the world, and it's arguable if our church or their church is older. So they've been there for a very, very long time, praying and holding guard. When we go through our days, we encounter all sorts of evil. But do we give up, or do we try to do better? Those monks have been kicked out of their monastery hundreds of times. It's been rebuilt over and over and over again, yet it still stays today. And you can visit it today if you want. It's a much safer place than what it was 75 years ago. And it's important for us to go on pilgrimage to these types of places to learn, to contemplate with God about why we need to pray every day, about why it's important that when we do reach a trial in our life, we have to pray about it. We could easily give up on how God is treating us or putting these fake images into our mind that God is testing us or God is really trying to destroy us in our own lives with his own will. Because he could do that. He's God. He can do that. That's not the story of St. Catherine's, though. St. Catherine's Monastery is a testament that even when we're down, God is there with us. God is still walking with us every day. He rebuilds that monastery even when it seems hopeless. But he builds that monastery in order to be a lesson to us that when there is trial in our lives, God walks with us through it, and he heals us along the way through it.